Hey everybody, happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy hump day. I know it's been one of them long weeks for everybody. A lot going on, but we're here and your boy right here is ready to give you a new interview and you get to be introduced to somebody new that's a good friend of mine. Hey, how are you, Miss Kendra? Alrighty, special guest, make sure you send me a request so I could put you on here right there so we could get everything started. Hey Mo, how are you? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's accept it on. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Alrighty, get ready for it all.
Yes,
Alrighty,
I
now let me do it like my Candy Birds Tucker style.
am.
This is your boy Kenneth from the K2 spot, KTookes and everything, or K2 85 as you guys know. On the bottom right here, you see is my special guest here, is Kendra Chanae. So Kendra Chanae, why don't you introduce yourself to the whole K2 Spot guest and everybody on the K2 Spot 85 page and your wonderful page, Kendra Chanae Music.
Well, hey, everybody. I'm Kendra Chanae. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I am an indie artist and indie singer, songwriter. I've been doing music for about pretty much all my life, but I just started taking my career more seriously. um, and just now starting to get into the industry, learning about everything. So I got a lot of good stuff coming out, a lot of collabs that I'm doing. So I'm just an average girl trying to make it into the world. That's all I can say.
Aw. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We love you. From my followers, her followers, and now all of our followers together. Hey Phil, we see you. Phil's
Hey,
gonna be coming
Phil,
out tomorrow. He's coming out tomorrow, y'all.
check him out. He's a beast.
Yeah. Now, since we're on to you, Miss Kendra, why don't you tell everybody more about yourself that about when you first, how you got your start and what you want to talk about.
Yeah, sure. Pretty much, I started singing when I was 5. I started singing when I was in church. Typical story. Um, I didn't really know I could sing. For one, I didn't know I could
Mm-hmm.
sing. I just discovered my vocals when I watched The Lion King, the 1994 one.
Oh,
Uh, and I that's one of my favorite Disney movies ever.
one of mine too.
Yeah, nothing can top that for me. And I just started singing with that, with the music, and with the movie. And then I actually fell in love with music more when I turned around when I turned 8. Um,
Okay.
and then this person, which I'm pretty sure we'll talk about later. This person influenced me a lot into singing.
Yeah, sure you
Um,
did. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can continue talking. I'm sorry.
yeah, so and then I started doing show choir. Started doing show choir in high school. Um and from there on I started singing on the praise team. I'm a PK, I'm a pastor's kid,
Mm-hmm.
my dad's church on the praise team. Um and then like I said, just recently I just started taking everything seriously, and I feel like I should share my gift to everyone. I feel like a gift was given to all of us, then I feel like we need to share it with the world. So I don't think we should hide it.
Amen. I hear that. Do you remember the very first song you ever sang when you were a little girl and everything? Your very first
Yeah.
solo?
Solo? No. To be honest, when I was a little girl, I didn't really have a solo. I was always in the back. I was always like a backup singer or
Uh-huh.
in the choir, and I was a little shy. So, because I really didn't have that confidence or the self-esteem, the high self-esteem yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I do remember my first song that I did discover I could actually sing
Mm-hmm.
was the song.
How you eek?
Uh,
No, go,
Um,
go
oh,
ahead, sweetie. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
The song was Elton John. Can you feel the love tonight?
I think everybody loves that song. That's a
Yeah.
classic right there. So I'll
Yeah.
give you that one.
So that's when I found out I could actually sing and I can, go up a little bit of a range.
Okay.
So, and then from there, just kind of took off.
Do you know? Do you remember what the feedback was from people when they heard you singing it? Did they look at you kind of like they want to cry, or did they have goosebumps or anything like that? Or you just kind of like don't remember for sure, but you know that everybody said, "Oh, this girl can sing."
As a little girl, my mom was shocked. I don't think she knew I could sing at an early age like that. I could carry a little tune or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the more mature I got, the more mature my vocals got, and the feedback was when I got in high school.
Okay.
Um, and I sung my first solo in church,
Okay.
and they didn't even know I could sing at my old
Gotcha.
church. They didn't know I could sing. So that was the feedback from there was exciting to
Okay.
hear. So from that point on, I was like, okay, okay. And then I still ducked off because I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident in myself yet.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Let me read the comments and then we're gonna get right back to what we were saying. Universe, that's my whole girl, my girl Cherie right there. Yes, she caught a lie, boo. Yes, she agree. Unique, I see you on there. Phil off. We love you both because we both are friends with him. And he put legendary score in the comment. Yes, we're
Yeah.
right. Because Phil, you gonna get in the hot seat too when I get to Kendra too. So don't get too comfortable right there. You enjoy your day right now because we're not gonna put you in no bad hot seat. Don't worry. No, but for you, I'm gonna tell you straight up when. And first of all, we have to give for myself, yourself, and even Phil Loft and even Vontae. We have to give big major props to Miss Stevie,
Oh,
Style by Stevie. Hi, Mochato. I see Kendra's mom is in the live. She's so sweet. Major love to you. We're gonna make sure you get your props too for birthing this wonderful star right here.
oh,
But but let's get right back focused on it. Let me get back focused on here. But we have to give Miss Stevie her shout out because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have Kendra on my show. But at the same time, we have to give her mad props and give her flowers because at the same time, if it was for her, I wouldn't know who you guys were. Like you, Phil, and even Vontae. So I have to make sure we give credit where credit's due.
yeah. I will say, Miss Stevie, she definitely, ever since me and her connected, she's put me onto a lot of other great talent.
Mm-hmm.
And like just saying for you, I never heard of these people, and then now I'm hooked on their vocals,
Exactly.
on
Me
their
too.
music, their craft, anything they're doing. I'm like, I want to be
Exactly.
there. So
and
definitely shout out to
yeah, and
Miss.
shameless plug for Miss Stevie. Even though this is my interview right here, but we're gonna give her a shameless plug too.
Yeah.
I know y'all gonna be having a girl talk coming up soon because she's been talking about it like crazy. So I know we was on her live not too long ago before this interview started. So we'll make sure Miss Stevie gets her props. So whenever she comes in the room, make sure you guys give Miss Stevie her props, and we'll let you guys know who she is.
Yes.
Now let's get back to you when it comes to your
Oh,
music. Now I did my research on you because of Miss Stevie.
okay.
Because I remember couple stuff you guys talked about and everything interview wise.
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna put some stuff out there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and
Okay.
hopefully you receive it's gonna be genuine love when I'm gonna send you. We don't do that bashingness up on the KTookes spot. We don't do that here.
Okay.
Now I've heard different stuff you have out. The first of all,
Mhm.
she has a new song out called Perfect Key. Let's put that out there right now. That's out right now. But digital platforms, make sure you stream it, make sure you listen to it, and make sure you purchase it and show my girl Kendra mad love on that one right there. But I've heard your covers. Oh my goodness. When I heard your covers of Billie Holiday's God Bless the Child, and that's one of my
Oh yeah.
favorites. I love that song. I'm a big Billie Holiday fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I know because we all know Lady Sings the Blues, and the version that Well, y'all know the other version that's out there right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I remember God Bless the Child. It's funny because the way I remember it is because I remember my mom listened to Billie Holiday like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also know the version that they did on Rock, the show, the legendary show from the '90s called Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people remember that show from the '90s, and that was one of the theme songs. I think it was the first. I don't know if it was the very first two seasons or maybe the very first season,
Mm-hmm.
but it was done in a different way.
Oh.
And then we all know the Andrew Day version from when she did it on, the Hulu movie out there right there. That's what we were trying to say that.
Oh, yes. I love that movie. She killed that movie.
She sure
Oh
did.
my gosh.
But your version, you were really good. I was very impressed because this is when because mind you guys, Kendra and I, we've been friends for a bit. So we've been friends for a bit. So when I heard her version, I was like, really? You gonna sing this? So you don't even tell me you had this version out there? That's how I felt. But
No.
but you did a great job on it because I would say that your vocals and your
Yeah.
arrangements, because some people don't know how to do their own arrangements when they're doing a cover, it don't come out good.
Yeah.
Yours was very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, that was recommended um, by an indie. She helps indie artists. Her name is Noli D. I don't know if she'll pop up or not,
Hmm.
but she recommended that cover. And at first, I was a little hesitant to sing it because I was like, I don't know how I would sound with it. And I said, I do love Billie Holiday's
Hmm.
voice. I like her music, her songs.
Hmm.
And I was like, this one, I don't know. So I said, well, let me practice it first.
Hmm.
And I practiced probably the first verse of it. And I said, okay, I think I can play around with it. And then I was like, well, let me go ahead and record it. And I thought it was going to take like 3 takes, 4 takes.
Hmm.
It only took one.
No, you did a great job. We would never know that was one take because that's how amazing you sound.
Thank
And
you.
and I'm gonna get into other covers and I'm gonna get into influences because I know you guys want to know who our influences are. I could tell from me talking right now because I've heard your version, the Sade version of "By Your Side."
I love Sade.
Yes, I heard that. I heard that version, and I think you did "No Ordinary Love," correct?
I did. I did.
Because when I heard that, I say, okay, because I've heard you and Phil, both of your different versions of
Uh-huh.
it, and you both killed it. But we're gonna get into Phil, on the mile now, right there. But for you, you really, really impressed me on that one right there.
Thank
And
you.
I was like, look at my friend singing this song. Like I'm being silly, y'all, but this is how I really was saying it in my head.
Yeah.
But because I know let's just talk about your musical influences. Who are people that you look up to musically wise that who have shaped who you are as a musician?
Oh man, there's a lot, but if the top five,
Mm-hmm.
um, is definitely Jill Scott. Um, definitely Jill Scott, Billie Holiday, Sade, Brandy, and then this woman actually got me into singing, even though I can't sound like her. I don't want to,
Mm-hmm.
but her voice captivated me and made me really want to sing. And that's the late great Miss Whitney Houston.
Everybody you just named are all my favorites. Those are all my favorites. When you brought up Brandy with Houston, my mom,
Yeah.
who's on the comments, she would tell you that I'm a huge Brandy with Houston fan. Sade, she is also.
Yes. I
Trust me, we know what you're talking about because my mom is the one that got me into great
oh,
music.
okay.
So a lot
Nice.
of it that you guys know that I know, it's because I know a lot from my mom. Because my
Hmm.
mom will play Billie Holiday, she'll play Sade, she'll play Brandy, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
She'll play just about everybody.
Yeah, my mom, she is definitely a 90s R&B fan. I was a little girl, that's all I would hear on the radio
Hmm.
at home, even in the car when they had the little CDs, the little
Hmm.
CD book and whatnot. She had that. And I remember hearing those type of R&B sounds and
Hmm.
riffs and the runs. And the first time I heard Whitney Houston, um, it was How Will I Know? That's it.
Okay. From the first album. Okay, we
Yeah.
got you.
And I'm like, my God, who is this woman? I didn't know her name. I didn't even, I like I
You
said,
just knew the music.
I didn't know her name. I was like, okay, this woman is incredible. And then The Bodyguard came out.
Yes. And we
But
all been was in love with
I
that.
wasn't born just. I think I was like maybe a couple months, but later down the line, I watched The Bodyguard, and I heard her sing "I Will Always Love You," and I put a face to the voice, and I said, "That's the woman that I heard," because her
Hmm.
voice sounds the same. So I was like, okay, what is her name? It's not Rachel, because in the movie her name was Rachel.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I found out it was Whitney Houston. So I was
Yes.
like, oh yeah, I gotta follow this lady. Her story, her background, flaws and all. I didn't care. I just love her.
Who you telling? Because I remember during the Bodyguard days,
Uh-huh.
my mom used to play that soundtrack like crazy because that was one of the songs we like. I will always love you. I'm every woman. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we loved Jesus Loves Me, her version of
Her
it.
version. I say her
Her,
version of it. Yes.
her version, you guys. Don't come for me. Y'all. No, I'm talking about not you, but them.
Yeah.
But you know how she really did her thing because if it wasn't for Whitney Houston, we wouldn't have a lot of these artists like we were just mentioning and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember my mom knew about that. Hey, Aaron. Um, it's just so many people like you said. You brought up Brandy. You brought up
Mm-hmm.
Sade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised. Because to me, when I hear your voice, I hear a little Mariah Carey influence also. A little,
What?
a little bit. Cause the soul of it, cause like when you think of songs like she did, like "Vision of Love" and like
Uh-huh.
"I Don't Want to Cry," those type of songs,
Oh,
I hear that from you.
yeah. She's an icon on her
Of
own.
course.
She's another influence of mine. But man, if I could hit the notes she hit, I don't know where I would be.
Because it's funny, because it's so funny, because her, Minnie Riperton,
Yeah.
because funny thing about it, I'm friends with Shanice, and when I'm friends with Shanice, and she and I, we've talked about it like 4 years ago, how she's like her and a couple artists, they're the only ones that can hit like those whistle notes.
Yeah.
And then it
Oh
made me
man.
wonder, have you ever tried to hit the whistle notes like just when you first got into the business, or try to study your vocals, or maybe like when you vocal warm up? Sometimes you think you can hit the vocals, or do you know you can hit it, or is it one of those you're trying to work on to perfect your sound more?
Man, listen. I tried. I thought, okay, I remember I have a quick little funny story. I remember when I was younger, like a kid. No. Uh yeah, about going into probably teenage. I was singing Emotions, right?
Okay.
I'm just like killing it. I'm like, I'm hitting the notes. I mean, in my
Okay.
mind,
Okay.
hitting the notes. And that one part, she's like, ha, 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 like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she like goes up a cut and then she hits the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
let's, let's just say my throat was really sore because I was trying so hard to whistle with that song. Because it's one of my favorite songs of hers back in the 90s. It was terrible.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm not a soprano.
Okay. Because who else I thought about? I think you could hit some of her notes. I know she had that same octave range as like Shanice, Minnie Riperton, and all of them,
Uh-huh.
and Mariah Carey. It's like Shantae Moore. But I feel like if it's the soulful songs, I feel like you can really, get your. I think you could do your thing on that one right there, especially like when she did songs like "It's All Right" and
Okay.
like like the Shantae's Got a Man,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man,
and even the song she did with Boyz II Men, like "Your Home Is in My Heart" from the House of the Groove soundtrack.
I haven't heard that one. I
Have
haven't.
you seen the House of the Groove sound movie?
No.
When you listen to it, you would know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay. I gotta check that out. I have to check that
Hi, Miss Stevie. We see you. Style by Stevie _daytime. who we got to give our flowers to, who we just mentioned earlier.
Love you, Stevie.
Sister, when you watch this interview in the beginning, when we get off this thing, you see we gave you mad props.
You did.
Oh, I love your mom. She said, I knew he would say Shantae Moore. I love her.
Yeah.
We all love Shantae Moore. Yes,
Yeah.
we love Shantae Moore.
Love Shantae Moore. She's very, before I hopped on this interview, I was watching Miss Stevie with Devin Howard,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about different artists,
Mm-hmm.
like even in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
a different style.
Mm-hmm.
And they mentioned Tamia, and I said, she is so underrated, and so is Vivian Green.
Yes, because those are two of my favorites right there. And they're both, and I'm friends with both of those ladies. Very sweet ladies. I'm gonna tell you straight up with them.
Oh, I love.
They're one of the most, two of them are the most down to earth people who I've known for a
Mm-hmm.
while. And I mean, they're very, very nice. Like when I've talked to them before, outside of, when you think of music, like I've talked to them and it don't even be about music, just be like, how you doing and everything. But they can really do their thing. And one thing I can say about both of them, they're both very smart when it comes to getting their music across. Because, to me, it being independent. I don't know what Vivian's doing currently right now, because I know she's been doing a lot, dealing with her son and then trying to make sure she's together musically. But I know they both are doing their thing. No
And then,
what you say, because they always put out consistent music. Even if people don't really hear it like that, they always put out great music. So shout out to Tamia, shout out to Vivian Green. We're going to shout out Shantae Moore. We're going to shout out Brandy. We're going to shout out everybody who put out great music, no matter if you guys don't hear it or not. But if you're fans, you know how to get to that music.
Oh, yes. I listen to them till this day. And I mean, nothing wrong with listening to the up-and-coming artists, that are out there, like the Coco Jones.
Love her.
I love her, too. I love her sultry voice.
Yes.
There's nothing, wrong with the new school that's coming up.
No, not at all.
I'm more of a 90s R&B, maybe 80s.
Yeah,
but
nothing wrong with that.
You'll find me.
Nothing wrong with that, because even like we have to shout out to Victoria Monet, because she's done her thing too. She's written for a lot of the songs that we know she's written for, and especially Money Long.
Oh yeah, she's a good one too. Oh yeah, forgot about her. Yeah.
To make sure we give those ladies their props, because they've done a whole lot, and people be surprised songs they've written for other artists. Oh yeah, especially some of the pop songs that people don't really know that they've written for.
Yeah,
because I know some people didn't know that Money Long wrote Kelly Clarkson's song "Love So Soft." A lot of people didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Even she did Mariah Carey's song on the Caution album, "A No No," the one that sampled the same beat that Lil' Kim did for "Crush on You." She wrote that song too with Mariah Carey.
Wow, I did not know that. Please, I gotta do some studying.
Yes, we got. And your mom said shout out to Layla Hathaway as well. Yes, we have to give Layla Hathaway a shout out too.
She's a good one too.
Yes,
she is.
Because people forget about Lauryn Hill. Even though Lauryn Hill hasn't put out nothing consistent, she's written songs that even I found out. Well, songs we know, but some songs I didn't know she was written for other artists that somebody else did. Like the Mary J. Blige, "All That I Can Say," that she wrote and produced for Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
I didn't know that song was originally supposed to be for Whitney Houston back in the day.
Really?
Because some old footage came out of Whitney Houston talking about the song. Yeah. And this is when Lauren was pregnant with her child, one of her kids, around that time. And she said, "Oh, that song was originally written for me, but it went to Mary J. Blige." And just like how the Whitney Houston, I think it was "My Love Is Your Love" album. I think it was "I Was Made to Love Him." Not "Was I Made to Love You," but something about it was on Whitney Houston's album. But it was a song "I Used to Love Him" or something like that. It was a bonus track off the "My Love Is Love" album, but it never showed on the tracking list. Oh. I can't remember if it was "I Used to Love Him" or I Was Made to Love Him, something like that. Because I know they did a song called "I Used to Love Him" on Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Lauryn Hill and Mary J. Blige. Wow. Well, when I found it, I was like, "Holy moly! I didn't know that."
It's a lot of like great penmanship coming out.
Yes.
A lot.
Okay, but we getting off track. Let's get back to you. We get off track, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. We just get into the penmanship of everybody's good songwriting and everything. But with you and everything, what do we see for you musically wise?
Musically wise, my goal is to bring back that R&B 90s feel. Um, a little bit of Afrobeat as well,
Mm-hmm.
because that's trending.
Of
Um,
course.
a little bit of like Cuban funk, something in that
Okay.
area. But definitely I wanted to have like R&B feel,
Okay.
because you don't hear a lot of that nowadays. And then I like to scat sometimes,
Nothing wrong with that.
and I don't know why, but like some songs that I do sing, I will scat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's that's why I'm trying to be a little bit more different with my music, because I want to, I don't want to be the same like everyone else. So
No, that's nothing wrong with that. That's just pure honesty.
yeah, yeah. I want to leave my own legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave something where when I pass on, they're like, oh, I remember, that's a girl that always scat in her songs, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's just me, I guess.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, question,
Yeah.
and I know I may overstep my boundaries with this question, but just I have to ask this question.
Okay.
It may not be that like that, but just so I don't overstep my boundaries, but just to keep it real, do you see yourself more in the major platform or like the independent app, platform, or do you see yourself just doing what you have to do?
At the moment, I'm doing what I have to do.
Okay.
I mean, I, I honestly, I wish I could give you an answer,
Mm-hmm.
because I have an answer for myself, whether I want to stay independent or if that moment comes where I will be offered for a
Mm-hmm.
major record label. Um, I guess I haven't made that decision yet.
Well, I don't think you really have to make that decision because you have a lot of artists that we've named already that are doing who have their own independent labels, but they're
Mhm.
merged with a major label. So I don't
Yeah.
think you really have to
Well,
do it because you got Brandy doing that with her own brand new record label with
mhm.
Motown.
Okay. Yeah.
You also have different other artists who are doing stuff like that, like even with Lettucey, she's done that.
Let's see. That's who it is. I love
Because you
Let.
have a lot of them that that are out there. Even Tamia with her own label and whoever she's merging. Because I know the last time she was merging, she was with Def Jam.
Mhm.
Because like her last album, and it had the song "Leave It Smoking" and everything. That
I
album was
love.
a lot of her albums have been independent, but been backed by major labels.
I love Leave It Smoking. I heard someone do a cover of that.
Hmm.
I was so nervous. I heard
Don't be
them music.
nervous.
No, someone did a cover of it
Uh huh.
live. I went to a show,
Uh huh.
and I was like, oh, I hope they don't miss this song, because I really love this song.
I know
And,
exactly what you mean.
and they did really, really good. And I was like,
Yeah,
great.
I feel you on that one because you can be like, "Oh my gosh, if you
So,
mess the song up, I'm gonna go crazy."
yeah, that's a song I could put on repeat probably a good 3 more times.
Nothing wrong with that
Yeah.
because because I love Tamia because I know one of my favorite albums from her is A New Day. That's when I have Stranger in My House and
Yeah.
like Can't Go for That. You know the other songs that she like did covers of. But one of my favorites that people slept on was the song If I Were You. It was a ballad. It was the last song off that album.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Maya. She's
I love Maya. She's a
another.
sweetheart. She's a very sweetheart because she's another one. She's independent and
I
she's
was gonna
does
say
everything by herself. And
mhm,
I because it's so funny when she came out with the first album, Independent,
mhm.
she had it where we talked for a while, like not on like on
Really?
my show, but privately.
Yeah.
And she has a good ear and good eye, and she's signing artists too.
Oh wow. Because she's very quiet, so you really don't hear a lot of her music. You don't really hear a lot of her. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is because the last thing she did, she was on tour with Escaping them in SWV.
Okay,
because
got you.
she's doing great things, but I think she's been doing a lot of her shows and then a lot of stuff she has.
Mm-hmm.
She has great like stuff like for her own label and everything.
Mm.
I think it's Planet Nine Entertainment.
Oh,
So she's been doing it for about mm, almost 18 years.
wow.
Because she's been doing it ever since they leaked her album Liberation that was supposed to come out in
Oh,
2007. And
okay.
she won the lawsuit against from suing the record label for putting it out there illegally.
Good for her.
So I don't blame her because you got a lot of these artists that we've named. Some of them, a lot of them have gotten their masters.
Yep.
So when you see them doing songs like that, they keep it going. Do you see yourself trying to keep your own masters and keep
Yeah,
everything together?
yeah. I definitely want to keep and have my own masters for sure. Um, I and royalties as well too.
Of course.
And I don't know. I think that's another thing of why I'm kind of stuck with if I should do major like
Hmm.
industry because I guess I've been hearing like different stories of people not getting their
Hmm.
royalties or their masters or their catalog.
Hmm. I think you should just keep it independent, but at the same time, I know it
Yeah.
may be a little bit harder financially, but at the same
Hmm.
time, you will get rewarded in the end because at the same time, you're staying true to yourself.
Right.
And I know
Right.
you're married and all, and you have kids too.
Yeah.
What does your husband and your kids think about you singing and doing your own thing, musically?
Uh,
What have they told you lately?
my husband, he's one of my biggest cheerleaders. He's he's literally a gentleman. He's very supportive. He was actually the one like years ago telling me to do this, and I was always pushing it back. Um, but he's been very supportive of it. Um, my kids, they hear me sing all the time, um, but they don't know that I'm doing this for them
Okay.
because I I wish I would have started my career when I was younger. Not
Mhm.
like 6 years old, like how old
Mhm.
my daughter is,
Mhm.
but probably teenage wise. I wish I would have
Gotcha.
started early 20s
Mhm.
instead of waiting till my early 30s to do it and then having kids on top of that. Um, I want my kids to be proud.
They're going to be very proud of you because I think once they watch this interview and other interviews you've done, because I've watched other interviews you've done, they tend to they love you very much. And
Yeah.
I see, and what I like about you is that you always stay true to yourself, and you don't
Mm.
feel like you got to sugarcoat yourself. Be like, oh, I have to say this answer is a politically correct answer. You just keeping it real as yourself.
I can't really sugarcoat anything. Shout out to my mom. She never sugarcoated anything. So,
Yeah,
you
your
know,
mother, we just love. We're gonna shout her out on here. Get Mocha underscore Angel 73. We love you, and you did a wonderful job with your beautiful daughter right here.
yeah. So I just, I want to be authentic and as real as possible and just give an honest answer. So,
No, that's honesty right there. We can
so
tell your mother brought you up very well because at the same time you have manners.
yes.
You're very sweet, and at the same time you're just speaking from your story.
Hmm.
Now, as
Yep.
far as like as we went to your music and everything, when can we expect maybe like an EP album or maybe a first single coming soon? Even though we heard Perfect Key, which is the current single out there, is that the official first single? Why don't you tell us about it, darling?
So, at the moment, I'm just pretty much I'm doing singles or EPs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to give my fans or the audience a little taste of what's to come
Mm-hmm.
with an album. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do an album definitely next year, but I want to take my time with it. But at the moment, I'm just giving out little hints of singles and EPs to people so they can hear the type of music that I'm trying to throw at them so they can be prepared for the album.
Okay.
Um, with Perfect Key, um, that That one I truly enjoyed singing. It's kind of like your wedding song, I guess, if you
Mm-hmm.
would, if you would. Um, with the other singles like Higher,
Mm-hmm.
that's
I like
one.
that song too.
Um, Feeling Good is a
Yeah,
cover.
the
That's a
Nina
big hit.
Simone
Yeah,
cover, yes.
that's a big hit. They really like that because my gospel roots kind of kick in with that one.
It sure does.
um, and my next single, I think people are really going to like this one. I'll give you a hint. It's very soothing.
Gotcha.
It's very laid back,
Uh,
and it tells a story of a boy and a girl. So
gotcha.
it's not like I'm singing about me. I'm trying to give a visual.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
I'm excited for this one to be released because I really think the people are going to enjoy this one a lot because I did take a lot of time with this next one that's coming out.
Okay. Now let's keep it real because you know I'm asked about collaborations. Who are some people you collaborate with that you can talk about? Maybe some that you're working on, and some that you really want to collaborate. Just just put it out there for the universe. Like
Well,
who are your dream collaborations? That's why I should have said who are your dream collaborations.
my dream collaboration, oh, God, of course, it's Miss Sade, but she's retired. According to what I heard, she's retired.
That's not what I heard because I'm
I
hearing
know.
that she
I
about to
said
drop a
that
single and she about to
quote,
drop a single on the album.
yeah, quote unquote is what I heard.
Uh huh.
But she would definitely be a dream collab. Brandy, of
Okay.
course.
And you know I'm a huge
Um,
Brandy fan.
uh, Chris Brown.
Okay.
I would definitely love to do a collab with him. Um, I think that's about it that I could think of at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now, I know you brought up now. So I'm gonna let you finish that part right there because it's another part to go along with that question right there that I just thought about.
okay.
No, nothing bad.
Okay.
Now, what if you can name your top five favorite albums of all time? What are some of your top five favorite albums of all time that you could listen to and never get tired of? It? You'd be like, oh my gosh, this is my joint.
Okay. My first one is the Brandy one is Human.
Oh,
I definitely
okay,
connected with
never
that one.
say never is my favorite from her.
Never,
Oh,
never,
that one and Full Moon are my two
oh,
favorites.
Full Moon is good. But I really liked
My
Human. I really liked that one from her.
True is my favorite song off that album.
Is it true? Yes. I like that one. Um Another album of mine would be Rihanna's Rated R. I like
Okay,
that
okay, I
one.
like that one. Cockiness is my song right there.
You said what?
Cockiness.
Cockiness. Um, I want to say What Now is on that album. I could be
I
wrong.
I
I,
think it might have
I think
been.
it might be.
I think it might have been.
I
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a bonus or it was actually on the album itself,
Mm-hmm.
but that one I really like that album, and I like What Now. I like the lyrics of it, and how I can relate to it. So
Mm-hmm.
that the Diary of Jill Scott, I like that one. Is that
Diary just got Joe. Diary just got Diary.
is that her? Is that the one it's called? Is it's called The Diary of, maybe?
No, just no. Remember, Alicia Keys had Diary of.
What was the? Because she had the one with the hat.
Oh, you talking about the Volume 3? The real was it the Real Thing one?
I don't know why I want to say Diary of.
Or was it Volume 2?
I can't.
Is the Beautiful Human one that had Golden on there?
No, 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 no. It had. Is this the way?
You talking about who is Jill
Who
Scott?
is
Words of Sound
Jill
Volume 1.
Scott?
That's what it was.
That
Because that's the one that had all the classics. That had
yeah,
The Way that you were just singing. You had
yeah.
A Long Walk, Getting in the Way.
Yes, that
Hey
one.
Ahmad, I see you. Oh yeah, that had what was it? Love Rain with Most Def, which I love that song.
I like that one. What's another album? Those are the only three I could actually
Hmm.
resonate with.
You still got two more. Don't worry, you still got some
I
time to
got more
hang.
time, so. But yeah, Brandy, Human, Rihanna, Rated
Rated
R.
R.
Who is?
Who is Just God? Volume Voice Sounds Volume One. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so far. That's it. But the one I really love is Brandy, the Human album.
that has some good ones. I'm not gonna lie to you, girl, because that has some songs. Because I know when it first came out, I know we all was wondering what was going on with her around that time.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? But I think we kind of I put two and two together.
Yeah,
What was dealing with?
exactly,
So
exactly.
I like
Brandy, if you're watching this, we love you. Shout out to you, boo. We love you.
I love
We
you.
definitely love you. And Brandy, come on the show, girl. Come on the show.
Come on
Come
the
on the
show.
show.
Come on the
Come
show.
on the show, Brandy.
Come on the
But
show.
even if you think of some other twos while we're talking about other stuff, I'm gonna
Okay.
get to we're gonna get to the question part right there. Since I finished my questions, what I have for you.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions for my girl, Miss Kendra Chanae? Don't be afraid. She's a sweetheart. Don't worry.
Promise. I'm a kitten. I really am.
Oh my goodness. I was so nervous about this, but I'm so happy that we actually set this up.
I was looking forward to this all day,
Me
literally.
too. Because everybody was
Oh,
asking me, they're like, what you gonna do about this interview? Are you nervous about it? I'm like, no, I said we're friends, but it's just like
yes,
I just hope that it comes out just as genuine as you see it on the live and on the video.
I am. I'm a goofball. I love to have
Same
fun.
here.
I love meeting new people. What artists did you
Very
like
good to
the
work
most?
with.
Ooh,
Yes, answer that question, boo. Yes.
it's so
It,
many that I
it
look.
ain't got to really be about doing a song with them. You can even write a song for them. Who would you like to write for also?
Ooh, I would like to write a song for Chris Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
I like to write a song for Halle Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
She has a beautiful angelic
I
voice.
love
Like
her
her,
voice.
her tone, like her pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like to write a song for her. Um, I don't know. I mean, work with, man, I don't know.
Well, it does because, well, our boy right here, our boy, like our brother, Phil Lofton said, "What's your dream venue to perform in?" And I want to know this answer right here. Good job, Phil, on asking
Yeah,
that question.
yes. My dream venue would be to perform at the Grammys
Oh my gosh, I think he would do so well with that one.
because I not only will I feel like I accomplished something,
Mm-hmm.
my kids will see me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a room full of these musical influences that I've listened to or grown up listening to.
And,
And
and I want to say this first before you finish that. It need to be live so we can all see it, y'all.
yes,
Go ahead, boo.
please be live, yes. And to sing in front of them or even present an award, it don't matter. But I'd rather sing
Yeah,
so they can hear me.
of course.
But to sing in front of them, I'll be shaking all over. But that is definitely one of my dream venues is to sing at the Grammys or sing at the Super Bowl. Like
I think he would do well at Super Bowl if they just
one of
had
those
you on
two.
there. Oh my gosh, I think that would be so good. And we got to put Phil Loft on that way. And I ain't trying to put him out there, but we can put him out there with you and Vontae,
Oh yeah.
the three of
Come on. Come on,
y'all.
Phil. Come on, Phil. We can share this. We can stay together. Let's show them what we got. We can blow them away. I'm
Yes,
telling
sister, we see you, Miss Stevie. We see you on here, boo.
you. Yes. I'm here for that. I'm here for that on stage with Phil and we just killing these notes and they're like, oh, yeah.
Uh huh. Yeah,
Hmm.
are we gonna see y'all doing something together?
Oh yeah.
You and Phil.
Yeah, we are. I will say we are working on something and that's all I gotta say.
And what I'm gonna say about this, so put it out there, is you and him, you and um, you and Phil, if y'all do something together, let it be on both of y'all projects. So that way,
it,
that way it'll be genuine on there. See,
it will
because I
be.
got to come out in my Jackie's back hair to that one. Yes. Yes, we agree with you on that one, sis.
Yes, me and Phil, we are collabing. And we already start working on
Mm-hmm.
something, and I don't think y'all ready.
Oof, Phil, when I talk to you tomorrow, oh, we gonna talk.
I
We
don't
gonna
think
talk.
y'all.
We ain't gonna talk about the collaboration because I'm gonna keep that quiet because I don't know nothing, y'all. But Phil, when you and I talk, oh, you know I'm gonna put you in the hot seat like I just put Kendra in the hot seat.
And I'll be right there watching
Yeah,
live.
yes, you will. And Miss Tiffany's gonna be watching it too. She's not busy doing her own interview at the same time.
Right, right. Yep.
Don't worry, Phil, because you know I got some questions for you too. I got the questions for Kendra out my way. Anybody else got any questions? Because we're gonna start closing it down soon. So don't be afraid to ask y'all questions. But don't worry, Phil. I'm gonna be cool on
Um,
you tomorrow.
I do wanna put a little announcement out there.
Go
So
ahead.
I will be in Goldsboro, North Carolina on October 5th. Um, excuse me, y'all. I will, I will be in Goldsboro, North Carolina, October 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I am singing with a band that is based here in Indianapolis. They're called Frederic and Ronza.
Okay.
Um, so I have been singing with them. They're an amazing band. I love these two. I love the musicians and the singers. We're like a big family. I will be leading a song. So if you're in North Carolina, come on out. Tickets are in my bio link. And then I have another show with them, but it's here in Indianapolis. It's in Greenwood, Indiana. It's on November 1st and 2nd. So
Okay.
I'll be posting more about that show. So your girls, she's coming
Girl,
out
been busy.
performing. So
Here's the question that just came to me right now.
yeah.
Nobody asked this question, but you know what's so funny? I'm
Mhm.
asking Phil this question. Well, I should ask. Well, I'll wait till when Phil comes on this one.
Okay.
Asking this, but I'm asking this question too. But I'm gonna ask you this question first because I'm the first one to talk to you first for this week on my show.
Okay.
Have you thought about doing a Christmas album or a Christmas song in the future? Not right now for this year, but in the
In the
future.
future,
Oh,
yeah. Because Christmas is one of my favorite seasons,
okay.
holidays. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you know all the legends are putting out all the good Christmas stuff. Because
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
somebody, I ain't gonna say who her name is, putting out a Christmas album next month. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah, I'm gonna say her name out loud. Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, okay, J Hud.
So I just had to ask that question.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely put out a Christmas album one day in the future.
Uh-huh. Do you see yourself being in any movies or like any TV shows, like with acting wise?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I
What's
don't.
your like out there right now? What's your current thing that a current project that you would love to be on? You're like, oh my gosh, I know I could do it. I could be on that.
I would love to be on like some type of action or some type of horror.
Okay. Interesting.
Mhm.
Only reason I asked that because I thought about my friend who I interviewed the last time, who you guys saw, Latangela Newsome, that played Marissa on Taina, the Nickelodeon show Taina.
Hyena. I remember that show.
Because she
Yeah.
was playing Maritza, so I asked her that question: did she see herself in, anything coming up and everything? And she answered the question. A lot of you guys, I'll tell you that off camera. But the rest of you guys that want to see what she said, go on my video on my YouTube channel, and you'll see what she said and who she want to work with. Because you'll be surprised who she wants to work with.
Hmm.
Alrighty, any other questions anybody has for Miss Kendra Chanae? We'll give it one more moment. Because I'm sure somebody gonna ask a question when we least expect it. I already feel it already.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that I got going. Oh,
Yeah.
I have a huge. Gosh, when I
Go ahead. The
think
floor is
about it,
yours. Go ahead.
when I think about it, my heart flutters, and I've been crying about this, but I wish I could share this announcement with you guys now.
Mm-hmm.
But be on the lookout for a huge announcement
Okay.
on October 4th.
Okay. Do we have a website or anything like that to you announce it on, or maybe like your
Just
social media page, or you just want
Instagram,
to just wait to see what happens?
Instagram, and I'm gonna keep posting it and saying huge announcement on October 4th, and when you see it, you'll understand why. Every time I think about it, my heart flutters. I'm still in unbelief. So just
Hey,
be on the
Brown, we see you. Okay. Well, all righty. Since nobody is asking a question right now, maybe they'll ask it when we're about to close out. But
maybe.
anything else you want to plug, or plug any of your social media sites or anything like that? Like websites, any social media? You have the floor right now. Go right on ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow me on my Instagram, which is Kendra Chanae Music. I do have a Facebook. It's just Kendra Chanae. Follow me. I have all my music links on Spotify, Music Apple. I think it's iHeart, Pandora, all the streamings, YouTube Music. It's under Kendra Chanae.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? I will have merch coming out pretty soon,
Mm-hmm.
so be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to show you guys what we have in store as far as my merch and what it looks like. Um, and I think that's it. I think that's it.
Okay.
So I think
All
that's
right.
how it's going.
All right. We gonna see, Yes, you do have to follow this queen right here, B Brown. And your mom says she's so proud of you on the comments.
Thanks, Mom.
Now let's keep it real with you guys. If you want to follow me and keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram, X, all the above at KTookes85. And the K2 Spot does have an X page at K2 Spot. My YouTube channel is based on my government name, Kenneth II, but I'll give you guys all that information because this will be on YouTube also. So while you guys watch this on IG, this will be on YouTube also. So that way I'm gonna send you that link when I get off once I convert everything. I'm gonna send you that link so you can share it with everybody. So just in case if they miss it on IG, they don't have IG,
Mm-hmm.
they can catch it on YouTube. And that way you guys will know what's going on because I know everybody's been enjoying this. And I'm sure they're probably surprised by a lot of the not comments, but like answers you've given. And probably shocked by a lot of people. We'd be like, oh, wow, I didn't know she liked this. I didn't know she liked that. So that's why we do what we do on the K2 Spot. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. And thank you so much, Kendra, for coming on the show. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me. I really
You are
appreciate it.
so welcome. And tomorrow, you guys, we will have Phil Loft on here. So we gonna put him on the hot seat like we just put Miss Kendra on there. So you guys give mad love to Keisha, not Keisha, but Kendra. We got all these Keishas, Kendras, and everything. But you know what?
All these K's.
Question. Well, while we end this right here, have you ever seen yourself doing something like with Keisha Shantae or Keisha Cole?
Have I ever did a what?
No collaboration.
Ooh, Keisha Shante. Yeah.
Okay. Because but Kendra, you guys. God, thank you so much for even taking the time because I know you're a busy woman being a mom, a wife, a singer, all the above. But
And
with Kendra and everything, make sure you guys go and let everybody know your YouTube channel also because I know you didn't talk about it too.
yep. It is Kendra Chanae, literally. The only thing that is different is my Instagram is Kendra Chanae Music,
Okay.
but everything else is Kendra Chanae. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I do have a
I do
TikTok.
have one also by the same name, you
um,
guys.
yep, but yeah, I'm on that as well. But everything else is Kendra Chanae, two
Yeah.
separate.
But with Kendra Chanae, I'm gonna let you guys know straight up. Subscribe to her YouTube channel because I know it said you have a visual for what song is it you have a visual for it? Because I
Uh,
just saw it.
Feel good.
feel good. Feeling good, right?
Feeling good. Yep.
Okay. But make sure you guys support Kendra because Kendra is putting out some good stuff. And make sure you guys just show her mad love. And if you like what she's putting out there, comment on my comment in my comments on YouTube and everything, and even on Instagram. Tell her what you think. What are your favorite songs from her? Like, what made you become a fan of hers? Like, definitely do that, especially on my comments on YouTube. Put it out there so that way she could feel the love and embrace the love. Because, at the same time, her being this artist, she doesn't really have to do this if she doesn't want to. But she's doing it out there for you guys. So please give her the respect. And that's all I have to say. So we are out there. Kendra, I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes after we get out this thing because I got some little questions to ask you personally that they don't need to know about. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye bye, y'all.